G'day, Margarita here with the last tip number 20 in the practical steps to achieving more happiness and success in your life. And this is all about the 10 tips that I think are really helpful to helping you achieve that feeling of prosperity and abundance within you. And these will take, if you practice these day in, day out, then you'll find things will turn around for you. So the first tip in this series is be careful what ends up in your wallet, okay? Now this is a really interesting one. When you go and pay for stuff, where do you put the receipt? Or invoices, where do you put those invoices? If you put the receipt in your wallet, that's actually sending a message to your psyche that your wallet is about spending, not necessarily accumulating wealth. It's about spending money. And particularly women, we accumulate receipt after receipt after receipt after receipt, or bills. We put bills in our wallets or our purses, and we end up opening, we can't find the money because all the receipts and all the little bits of paper and all the crap that's in there, that's sending a really bad message to your mind saying that you don't value money. Your wallet needs to be a sacred place where you put money. And if you can spare $50 to have in your wallet all the time, imagine how much more prosperous you will feel if you open your wallet every single time and see that $50 note sitting there, rather than opening it and seeing it empty or with $5 in there or whatever, and you don't touch that $50. No matter what happens, you don't touch that $50. It stays there as a reminder to you that your wallet is for money and to attract money. It is a sacred space. And also, this is a very full tip, but money attracts money. So if you leave that money in there, it's actually going to send out a signal to other money to come and join it, to come and play in your wallet. So make sure that you take care of what ends up in your wallet, and you're very careful about what you put in there and what you keep in there. Secondly, mind your language. Make sure that you're not talking about things like, I can't afford it, it's too expensive, it's too hard, I could never do that. If you're speaking like that, you're telling your brain that, I haven't got enough money, it's too expensive, I can't afford that. Instead of doing that, start saying, I would really like that, how can I afford it? And remember, you don't have to figure out the how, you are simply asking the universe, show me how I can afford that. Show me why I deserve to have that particular thing that I want. So the more you say things like, I can't afford it, the more you'll find you can't afford it. I was at a market recently, and I love going to markets, particularly good markets, with all the arts and crafts and the fresh fruit and all that kind of stuff. It's very villagey. I love that villagey feeling. And I went up to this woman's table, and she had these beautiful crystal bowls there, $8. I picked up this magnificent crystal bowl for $8, and I think $10 fell on the ground. I went, oops, throwing it away. And she went, oh gosh, don't throw it away, it's too hard to come by. And I said, well, I guess if you think that way, then it will be hard to come by. She said, oh, I don't think that way. I know it's hard to come by. I've struggled all my life. Hello! She obviously hasn't heard of any of the stuff that we are so privileged to know and understand now, because obviously if she truly believes money is hard to come by, guess what's going to keep turning up in her life? Proof that money is hard to come by. So watch what you're saying and how you're saying it, and turn it around into a positive, instead of I can't, how can I? It's too expensive. Well, I can't afford it. How can I afford it? That's too expensive. Well, maybe it's too expensive relative to what? Relative to what is it expensive? Is a BMW expensive compared to a little Ford Cortina, or is it just better quality? How can you have better quality goods and services in your life? Rather than thinking they're expensive, think, okay, are they value for money? It's all about value for money. Okay, moving on, shifting your focus to abundance. So look around you at your environment. What is abundant in your environment? Do you have an abundance of trees, grass, birds, children, animals, laughter. What is abundant in your life? Focus on what's abundant. We tend to catastrophize everything, and we focus on what's lacking in our lives. Because we want that thing, we focus on what we don't have instead of what we already have. Focus more on what you already have, on what is already abundant, on what's already working, and more of the stuff that's not working will start to magically work. It's that easy. It really is that easy. But the hard part is switching your mind. So if you start to focus on the things that are abundant, really put your attention on them and give thanks for them, the other parts that aren't working, that aren't abundant, will start to change, slowly but surely. Having an attitude of gratitude. So being grateful for those things that are abundant in your life, really feeling it in here, getting into a space of gratitude. At the end of each day, writing in a gratitude journal at least 5 things that you are grateful for today. Maybe you were grateful that you were able to get up and put both feet on the floor. Maybe you were grateful for the toothbrush that cleaned your teeth and kept away tooth decay. Simple little things. Maybe you're grateful for your children's laughter. It can be difficult if you're in a bad space to find things to be grateful for, but I guarantee when you start looking for them, you'll find them. And see if you can find 5 things every single day to be grateful for. And the more you do this, you can do this 10 times a day if you like. The more you do this, the more you'll find to be grateful. There are so many times during the day that I look up and go, thank you. It's that simple. Lovely things that happen. Somebody smiles at you, you can look up and go, thank you. How did that make you feel? Good? Thank you. Okay, having an attitude of gratitude. Let's try and get through these a little bit more quickly. Tip number 5, prosperity spending. Now that was actually one of the other tips in one of the other videos. So if you want more information on that, find the video on prosperity spending, which is all about buying things, little things that make you feel good inside, good about yourself, a little treat for you that has a lasting effect of bringing that feeling of abundance for you, of helping to lift your self-esteem and make you feel good about you on a lasting level. Buying that chocolate ice cream is probably going to make you feel good for around about 5 or 10 minutes. Then about 10 to 15 minutes after that, if you're anything like 99% of the women in the world, you might start to feel a little guilty. So that kind of rewarding yourself may not be terribly helpful. Find something that will make you feel good about yourself on a lasting basis. So tip number 6, again, was in one of my videos, dressing for success. No matter if you're at home or you're out, if you want to, if you're doing work, if you're working from home or if you're meeting somebody, dress to make you feel good. Doesn't mean you have to wear your ball gown and a full face of makeup, but dress to make you feel good. A nice pair of pants that you feel good in and look good in, a nice shirt, a nice little jacket if it's cold, and doesn't have to be expensive clothing, just something that makes you feel good about you. You will behave differently, you will react differently with people, you will walk differently, talk differently, and results will be different in your life. People will respond to you differently if you dress so you feel good about you. Smile. How simple is that? I know so often, particularly when we're stressed out and overwhelmed and just in a really bad place, that smiling can be a struggle. But smiling actually has an automatic reaction when you use those muscles. Smiling actually triggers good feeling chemicals and endorphins in the brain. Fake it till you make it. Smile. Smile at children. And they'll smile back, but for the most part, if they're not already crying their eyes out and having a little tanty. Smile. And then when they smile back, makes you smile even wider. Smile at people as they come to you. Look, some people aren't going to reciprocate, but some people will. You've made them feel good and they will make you feel good in response. When you're at the checkout, smile. Make an effort to have a nice little conversation with the checkout girl and talk about something nice. Make her laugh a little bit. It's going to be an effort if you're not in a good place, but it will change your attitude, it will change how you feel about yourself, and it will change your life. These practices, I'm dead set serious. They are small, and as much as they seem like an effort, it's this much effort that will have this much impact in your life. So don't disregard them, and make sure that you become more aware of where you can use these tips in your life. Tip number 8, take time to be still. Life is busy, it's overwhelming, and we really, really need for our own mental and spiritual and emotional and physical health to take time to be still, even if it's only 5 minutes. Go to the toilet and close the door and sit there for an extra 2 to 3 minutes. Breathe, be still, calm your mind, focus on you, focus on where you feel like you need to release some stress, and breathe deeply into that place and release it. Really, really important to nurture your spiritual self by taking time to be still instead of running around. Look, most of us running around like our chooks with our heads cut off, and we're actually not very efficient, not very effective. We could get what we need to get done in half the time if we were more still. So this is very important to practice 2, 3, 4, 10 times a day when you can. Take those few extra moments to find that place of stillness within you. If you can take half an hour to meditate, do that. But I know that it's busy, and sometimes finding half an hour feels just as possible as flying to the moon. Okay, number 9, practice manifesting. Again, this was in one of my earlier tips in Success Breeds Success and Starting Small. Just practice manifesting little things. Practice manifesting a cup of coffee, or an extra $2, or an extra $10, or practice manifesting a nice meeting with a friend, or a phone call. That's a really good one. Just say, I'd like to have a nice surprise today of having an old friend contact me, or this week sometime, depending on how good you're getting at manifesting and what's realistic for you. So practice manifesting little things along the way, and then build on it. So you've manifested that little thing, make it a little bit tougher and a little bit tougher and a little bit tougher. The better you get at manifesting, everything takes practice, and a manifesting muscle needs to be worked and toned and honed. So practice manifesting every single day. Number 10, expect miracles. You are a miracle. You have miracles whether you see them or not. You have hundreds of miracles happening in your life every single day. The more you become aware of those miracles, the more you expect miracles in your life. And you will see more miracles turning up. Expect miracles. Feel like you deserve miracles. And notice the miracles that you already have in your life. I'm not saying demand miracles, that's different. But expect miracles to happen to you. You expect good things to happen to you, good things will happen to you. Not so think good things will happen too along the way, that's inevitable. But good things will happen along with the not so good things if you expect them and you notice them. It's funny how, again, we have a catastrophe mentality. We tend to notice all the bad stuff, and we completely overlook all the good stuff that we have right in front of our noses. So notice the miracles that you already have in your life, because you have plenty, believe it or not. Understand and believe, work on your belief that you are a living miracle. Have you studied the workings of your body lately? Simply blinking is a miracle. And you don't even have to think about that. Your heart beating is a miracle. You don't have to think about that either. You breathe 24/7. If you don't, you wouldn't be listening to this video. That's a miracle. Your entire being is a miracle. Believe in miracles, understand you're a miracle, and expect miracles. Okay. That is a little bit of a summary and 10 prosperity tips to help you to have a better prosperity mindset and to set you on your way to having more success, happiness, and fun in your life. This is the last tip in this series. Review the ones that work for you, that really speak to you. And every now and again, have a look at the other ones too and see where you can just keep building on different things in your life. This is all about building the skills and the mindset that you need to have massive success in your life. And it takes practice, commitment, dedication, and consistency to do it. But make it fun, because life is short. Don't make it a drudge. Smile, enjoy life, and enjoy your little successes along the way. I look forward to seeing you. If you want more information, I've got plenty on my fan page, Having More Fun, and at my website, healingandabundance.com. Don't be a stranger. Come and say g'day. And I look forward to hearing. Drop me a line. Tell me about your success. Tell me about the achievements that you're getting in your life, or ask me questions on what's confusing you and what's holding you back. I look forward to hearing from you and hearing all about your success. Take care, and bye for now.